So I finally caved in and I was like, all right, let me check out Anaconda. I'm not gonna do a commentary for it, um, maybe a review, but I was like, let me do a quick little video because I gotta say this, man. Like I'm 25 minutes and 38 9 seconds into this, and first of all, when I saw the trailer, first of all, actually, let me go back when they announced that a reboot was in the works. I remember doing an episode on that, and I was like, wait, this could be a lot of fun because the Meg had just came out, and I was like, maybe they're trying to do a resurgence of like, this is the new wave Jaws, and then they want to do Anaconda again, and then we're gonna get a crocodile movie. I don't remember if Crawl had came out at the time, but we were getting those types of movies all over again, just up to date versions with maybe better special effects, better practical effects, more brutal than they might have been in the 90s or whatever. So I was like, yeah, Anaconda could be fun. And they were saying that they were trying to get J Lo back, and I kind of thought that this was a little beneath her because she was too big of a star, at the time when they announced it, and she still is. But I remember the trailer dropped, and I'm like, yo, Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Steve Zahn, Tandy Newton. I was like, this is a pretty interesting cast. These are all people that I love on screen. But like when I saw the trailer, I was like, this shit feels like a fake ass Jumanji spinoff or something like that. And if you know me, y'all know the first Jumanji's gold, but those movies with The Rock and Kevin Hart, no diss to them, they are the hardest working men in Hollywood. I hate those fucking movies. They're terrible. I don't like those Jumanji sequels at all. But I saw the trailer. I was like, this shit just looks corny. It doesn't look funny at all. It doesn't look interesting. Like, it doesn't look like it's any fun. For a comedic Anaconda reboot. So, I was like, let me cave in and check this out, man. I'm 27 minutes into this shit, and like, the setup is reeling me in. I'm down. Like, I'm gonna watch all of this shit tonight, man. I'm telling y'all. Um, the setup is reeling me in, and the setup is already after my heart. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen when the snake pops up and starts catching wreck. I don't know what's gonna happen with these other characters. I just seen the girl from fucking Fast and Furious and Roadhouse in here. I don't know what the next couple acts of the movie holds, but all I know is the setup with these four characters: Paul Rudd, Jack Black, Tandy Newton, Steve Zahn. I like this shit is hitting my it's hitting my core a little bit because this is like Be Kind Rewind shit. The way that they set up these four characters, man, as these childhood friends who were just had a passion for film, movie geeks. They were making like home movies and shit like that. That's the type of shit I grew up on, man. Like I'm telling y'all, man. I feel like there are very few, and I'm not saying it like I've seen every fucking movie in the world and all that type of shit, but I think it's very few movie geeks like myself. And I feel like a lot of the like-minded, like super geeks, where we could sit at a diner at a table, like four of us or however many, and recite our favorite movie lines out loud with no shame. I feel like the type of people that are like that are the people I'm friends with on social media. Now, I'm not saying I don't know movie buffs like that in my personal life, but I don't know if anybody try and geek out like I'm trying to geek out when it comes to this movie shit. Like, I get overwhelming. Like, I'm passionate about film, man, about movies and shit. And these characters are me. Like, I feel like these characters, like Paul Rudd just drops a bomb on him at the table. He's like, I own the rights to Anaconda. You're gonna finance it. You're gonna shoot it. You're gonna direct it. You're gonna write it. Like, whatever he was saying. Like, he's trying to get the gang together. This is Be Kind Rewind shit, which had Jack Black in it. If you haven't seen Be Kind Rewind, I definitely recommend it. It's a really nice, funny, warm-hearted indie film directed by the guy that did Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. But they were such movie buffs, even down to the fact of them hanging out in the video store. I think Mos Def worked at the video store, and Jack Black was just a hang around their best friend. But they erased all the tapes, but they had to make the sweeted versions of the movies. They loved those movies so much that they wanted to recreate them for the people to have them on VHS so they could keep the store open. Like, this is giving me Be Kind Rewind vibes. I love the setup. Again, I don't know what's going to happen after this, going into the next two acts of this film, but the way they established them as friends who just love cinema, I'm all for it, man. Like, if it turns out bad, at least I still got that to be excited about. At least it showed promise if the movie turns out bad. But I just love the idea of this, man. Just getting up and, let's make a movie. type of shit, man. Cause come on, man, I could go on all day about this. I'm not gonna geek out. 30 minutes into it, I'm gonna check in with y'all.